Okay, hi guys, this is my first YouTube video. Today I'm going to show you guys how to do a root retouch and a toner on this like level 11 hair. So first we're going to drape the client. First we're going to sanitize our hands. Then we're going to drape the client. You're just going to comb out all the tangles and part it in 4 even sections. Alright, now I fixed my partings, and I'm going to go ahead and mix my product. My product isn't the best product, but it still works. I'm using Salon Violet because the purple is on the opposite of the color wheel from yellow, so it takes out all the yellow tones in the hair. And I'm using the same developer, 30 volume. So I'm going to mix that. This stuff is 1 to 2 ratio, so you're going to put one of these, which is an ounce, and 2 ounces of product. So I'm going to mix 2 packets and 4 ounces of developer. Got my measure right here. Fill it up to 4 ounces. Put the cap back on tight on the developer. And I don't have a whisk, so I just mix mine with my applicator brush. It's not the best, but it works. And you're just going to mix it until you get a creamy consistency. You can see that it's purple because it's supposed to take out the yellow tones in the hair. But we're just doing it on the roots anyways, so. So we've mixed our product. It's a nice creamy texture. And then don't want to let it sit any longer, but I'm going to put some Vaseline on her hairline just so she doesn't get irritation. She sometimes has sensitive skin. I've been doing her hair for a while. Make sure, put your head up. Make sure you get it on the ears. And around the front hairline. And sorry about the noise, we have a fan going to help the ventilation, and it's pretty hot in here, so. Alright, we got that on. So, now we're going to start. You're going to take your one of your quadrants in the back. You're going to kind of come through it with your fingers. And take your product and wipe it on the side of the bowl because you don't want to have too much product on the hair, just a little bit. And you take that and you're going to put it right at the top. And then you're going to part it a 1/8 inch of a section and just get it on the roots because you don't want to overlap the chemical. I'll put the camera closer up in a second. No, it's fine. And you're going to do the same on all 4 quadrants. So I'll show you when I'm done with this one, and then I'll show you when I'm done with all 4 of them. I don't want to make you guys just sit through the video. So. It's actually kind of great because this product is purple, so you can see exactly where it's at. And here I'll show you guys a close-up. And you're just going to do it like that throughout the whole quadrant. Alright, and one more thing I want to add. So when you get to the bottom of the quadrant, make sure you get all the baby hairs, because nothing's more annoying than having brown baby hairs when your hair is white. So just kind of brush the bleach on it just a little bit, and it shouldn't get that irritated because you put the Vaseline on it. So, and then when you're done with the quadrant, you just put your head up. You're going to bring it down like this and kind of spread it out, because the oxygen helps lift it faster. So don't put it back up in a clip, just put it down like this and let the oxygen get to it, and then move on to the next quadrant. Alright, so I finished my back two quadrants, and I just want to point out that you can see exactly where the partings are, because that's where the oxygen is hitting it. So, alright, now we have all the product on, so we're going to do a little cleanup. We're going to set our timer to 40 minutes, but we're going to check it in between, make sure it's good. But there you go, 40 minutes. Alright, the time is up, so it's time to go rinse the hair. Alright, and we are back. Since we just shampooed her, I'm going to sanitize my hands. And we're going to comb out the tangles. Usually they're pretty. So this is the product that I'm going to use. Like I said, it's not the best product, but Wella toner is pretty nice. We're going to use a 12N. And we're going to use Salon. First, of course, we're going to part the hair into 4 even sections again. And we're going to use the brush and bowl technique for this. Use face forward, please. Thank you. Don't put the clips on too tight because it could damage the hair. But it's actually a 1:2 ratio. Sorry about that. So usually if you're doing those ratios, you can just pour this straight in, and you can fill this with the developer. Like I said, twice, because it's a 1:2 ratio. And that's exactly why we have the fan going, because the fumes get you a little coffee. Then you make sure you put your cap tightly on your developer again. Throw your trash away. And then you mix it with a brush or a whisk. It's usually a really liquidy consistency. We're having a little trouble mixing. Should probably get a whisk. Alright, and there's your product. Now with this, you're going to use 1/4 inch sections, and you're just going to apply it from the root to the end. You just outline your section first. And you're just going to take the brush and Just use a brush and brush it through the hair. This one can usually be a little bit more messy, so will you turn your head a little bit towards the mirror? Yeah, there we go. That way we get a better view of it on camera, hopefully. And the ends. Just brush it through. Right to the next root. Dip again. Part in a 1/4 inch section. And sometimes hair gets stuck in your brush. That's why I like these bowls, because they have teeth on them, so you can just scrape it off and the hair will come right off. Usually when you pull product through, hair gets on the brush a lot. And you're going to do that for the whole quadrant and the next quadrant. Okay, now that we have successfully spread it onto all 4 quadrants, I put it in clips because it gets kind of messy sometimes, but I am going to actually massage this through just to make sure it's thoroughly on the hair. And now we set the timer for 30 to 45 minutes. So set it for 30 and see what we get there. There we go. Alright, we are done blow drying. All the moisture's out. We've got some oil in it. Now we're going to curl it with a straightener. But here you can see the hair. It's very nice and soft. Alright, now we are finished with the straightening curls. Look at the other side. And turn towards me a little bit. You could do a little hair flip.